is not for everyone. I say that respectfully. No other trait on me, God darn it. My conscience about us. Okay, no other trait on me. It's not. Today's currently December 28th, 2025, and it's currently 10:15 p.m. Ever trait on me. Neighbor, you don't need to watch me, bring your own blood pressure, fighting all types of weird shit in the day. Trying to figure out your own mental health if you okay. No ever trait on me. I hope you find your own space to realize, hold on 1 second. Don't lose yourself. Here's the trait on me, dibbling down with magic and spelling all types of weird shit you got going on today. All because you don't like somebody for your own personal reason. At the end of the day, you ain't got no good valid reason today. All because, hold on 1 second. Someone's loving themselves. My content, everybody that's okay. You can go find entertainment somewhere else. No need to bring your blood pressure up. Watch me disturb your own peace. No other trait on me. I hope you find peace in your own life somewhere else, not over here. It's a trait on me. People pick and choose when they want to be a bully too. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and this is peace and respect, so respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. You matter, you are worthy. Never get discouraged from a hater. Never get discouraged by a hater. They gonna try to make you feel like you gotta fumble your own words when it comes to loving yourself, but never allow the hater to dim your light. You matter, you are worthy. They gonna try to dim your light, but hold on 1 second. When you got hope and faith, you ain't running from your past when it comes to elevation. Never dim your light. You matter, you are worthy. They gonna hate, but never have an excuse to dim your light, cause you matter, you're worthy. You matter, you're worthy. Stop the violence. I gotta go. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. To the genuine ones with no misintendings, I truly hope all is well in your end, and I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to choose yourself, and healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. Individuals that know how to love you, respect you, protect you, or even see your potential at the end of the day. Or they said that you didn't have potential. You poured into the wrong cup, but you mad and you're worthy. They ain't know how to love you, respect you, or protect you. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. No, it's the trick on me, God darn it. My content, but that's okay. No, it's the trick on me. It really is. Yeah. Always be yourself. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. Loving yourself is not a crime. Entertainment purposes only. No, it's the trait on me, God darn it. You've been minding your business within minding your business, whatever the case may be. You know how when those family members, whatever the case may be, they got a little gift card or whatever certificate for the holidays, and they want you to, spend time with them, quality time. No, that's a trade off for me. No, for real. So they got this 2-in-1 special. Only because it was on sale for the right reason at the end of the day. Someone forgot to pay attention. No, it's a trade off for me, you dumbass. No, for real. I'm very super thankful you thought about me, but hold on 1 second. Nobody said they wanted to lose weight today, let alone cleanse their body when it comes to the bowel movement. That's the trade off for me. This fool decided to say, meet me here, such and such place at whatever the case may be time. You get there, whatever the case may be, and you realize, hold on 1 second. Did you know what you signed up for? Because I know what this is. It's the trade off of me. This fool don't even know what they about to get into. No, for real. They thinking it's just a massage or whatever the case may be. You big dummy, you didn't read the instructions. It says colonic, you big dummy. Oh, I thought it was a massage. Yeah, they gonna be massaging your insides, all right, cleaning you out. It's the trait on me, a whole backed up year you need. No, it's the trait on me, because this fool starts to hold on 1 second. You remember that conversation? I said that you was a little slow. It's the trait on me. Motherfucker, talk about I want to take that back. Oh, I bet you do. No, it's the trait on me. I didn't sign up for your one-side ass conversation. Entertainment purpose only. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. I would never hurt myself or others around me, regardless of trying to blackmail me against me or who's gang stalking me, and I say it respectfully. Always be yourself. The fact that they said that you was washed up because you truly had potential. You may not have been on a speed when it come to being authentic. Hold on 1 second. When you never had an issue. They was projecting so much fake. Hold on 1 second. When it came to love, they wanted you to dibble and dabble to dim your light. When it come to your conscious understanding your reflection, when it come to your faith being your authentic self, when you didn't have to hate, they would never understand that, hold on one second, that healing, charm, and pain wasn't an excuse. They would never understand boundaries is different when it comes to growth and actually maturing. You need a crowd to show up for you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Your biggest hype man was your heavenly mother, father, God, how they was rooting you on at the end of the day. Certain folks would never understand that, hold on one second, who's truly protecting you from the devil, alone, the enemy, when they had to participate in so much hate. When it come to gang stalking, throwing spoke in a toxic way, they want you to be in a mindset of losing yourself because, hold on one second, God was really holding you down. You know, my content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully when God fixes your crown. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I'm far from a hater. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. They said the joke was on you because they was willing at the end of the day, at any risk, to make sure your back was against the wall. They wanted to label you a number because you was far from insecure. They didn't understand at the end of the day. You understood an exit they couldn't relate to. Hold on one second. That was your self-reflection of your past, but you understood why you took accountability for your past. The end of the day wasn't running from your reflection when you looked in the mirror. They would never understand how God's restoring you every single season. They would never understand that, hold on one second, you didn't have to be comfortable in your skin. When I understood faith is different, I was far from the joke when you said I didn't have potential. At the end of the day, I understood 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the end of the day, when it went to 8, hold on one second, you didn't understand my reflection when I didn't have to hate. Hold on one second, you wasn't acting your body way. You was more so applying the pressure when it came to your foot size. At the end of the day, but you didn't have the maturity to actually think for yourself. You got folks putting you up to be a menu at the end of the day, following age structures just to try to dim somebody's life because you don't know who your own character traits being authentic. You nothing but a copycat, stay in your lame, neighbor. It's the train of thought for me with all your hate. It be the train of thought for me when you trying to get your life together. Certain folks in the background trying to discourage you at the end of the day when you never sign someone's contract when they come to hold on one second. You mean to tell me at the end of the day you try to shortchange me energy, harvest off my energy, all because you saw potential within me, then you try to blackmail me against at the end of the day to make money off of me, but then when I call my energy back, I'm so slow, stupid, and retarded at the end of the day because I didn't have to pretend. Oh, I forgot you was the same person to try to dim my light, all because I understood self-reflection is different at the end of the day. I ain't look at you like competition, you hater. No, I have to trade off of me. You'd be so surprised when chicks and dudes look at you. The first thing they want to talk about is your sexual orientation at the end of the day, how you carry yourself when it comes to holding your own weight. And I don't mean narcotics. When you your biggest cheerleader, they would say that you the joke, but they would never understand that you was far from a copycat when you truly woke. How they sit behind closed doors and when they come to their tax bracket at the end of the day, the devil, level, the enemy trying to have a plan to go up against you. The paint you have to be the villain they story to get you locked to put you in a cycle, or because, hold on one second, it bothers their mental, or because you are the truth teller at the end of the day. You know, they want the energy harvest off your energy, though chaos spoke in a toxic way. You ain't have to say someone's name to understand it. Hold on one second. Our pain damn sure wasn't the same because I was far from the hate. I know how to pray for my neighbor, not against them. Hold on one second. They would never understand being authentic was never a crime. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. And I say that respectfully. Individual hack your devices, your accounts, your emails, monitor your device as your own at the end of the day. Reroute your mail, your packages, or even monitor your phone calls, even reroute your phone calls at the end of the day. They will monitor you from the time that you walk out your household until you get from point A to Z at the end of the day. How the simple stuff actually happen, how they try to project fear in you because they don't want you to elevate. Always be yourself, no sentence. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Regardless if you're an entrepreneur or content creator at the end of the day, never get discouraged because individuals work in certain departments or individuals see potential within you or individuals don't like you for their own personal reason of the day and you didn't have to do anything to them at the end of the day. Folks will take your kindness weak because they sitting there plotting on you. Hold on one second like they thought it was Thanksgiving holiday. It be the trend of thought for me how outdated they truly at the end of the day. They can't even make up their own holiday when it come to hold on one second having things. You know, like every single day praying for their life at the end of the day. They try to shortchange you when it come to your growth, when it come to your mental, or because you truly woke to understand the hold on one second. I wasn't meant to be part of your journey, but I still knew how to respect my neighbor. No, I have to trade off for me. Oh, it be yourself. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. You know that you're worthy. Don't dim your light. 1, 2. Tuesday, self-control every day. Wednesday, self-motivation. It's every day. Go Thursday, it's finally here. Choose yourself when they overlook you. Choose yourself when they try to dim your light. You matter, you're worthy. Here go Friday. Know your worth, that you matter, you're worthy. When you get lost in your words, regards to the day of the week, never give up on yourself. You matter, you're worthy. Here go Saturday. Far from a hater. Love yourself. Don't dim your light. We all ain't the same, but don't dim your light from a hater. Sunday, never give up on yourself. You are the blessing. You are the blessing. Love yourself. The light's within you. Don't give up on yourself. The light's within you. Don't give up on yourself. Stop the violence. Gotta go. I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when I say that respectfully. You know, when you God's biggest cheerleader at the end of the day, and God is cheering you on because God is your truly big cheerleader at the end of the day, you know, that balance is different, but the floor continue to elevate. You was far from the joke when it came to someone's excuse. Hold on one second. Balance, unconditional love. They would never understand how you truly woke. Hold on one second. You didn't get caught up in someone's fake crossfire when it came to Grand's Rising, because they was a comment this whole entire time. When it came to they lying, they became your enemy when you least expected, because they pointed you out, or because they didn't want you to self-reflect. When it comes to motivation, they try to steal your swag at the end of the day, or because you was far from the fool, because God gave you the proper tools. Hold on one second. That's what happens when the devil try to discourage the end of the day. They want you to stop talking, but God was showing you motivation has different to believe in yourself. You know, they would try to ruin your reputation right to left. You know, that healthy relationship that was truly for you at the end of the day, it's going to always be somebody that's going to come into your life not to mislead you wrong, even when the devil in the background, the enemy trying to stop what God got in store for you, because going to be someone's going to be on the same page with you. They want you to be a crash out at the end of the day, crying behind someone at the end of the day that can hold their own weight, and I mean their feelings. They be the train of thought for me when they don't understand at the end of the day. Chicks and dudes come and go. I ain't trying to lose me. How people would try to plot against you, trying to ruin your reputation, because you understood at the end of the day, I'm worthy. You know, it didn't matter if you didn't have your folks around. At the end of the day, you your biggest cheerleader. They would never understand how God is fixing your crown, how they got to plot against you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, over 30 people. At the end of the day, they go up against one person that got potential. You said someone is whack and corny. Hold on one second. You're going to wait to paint them out to be the crash out, so you can disappoint them at the end of the day. So when they in their mindset of dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, all you could do is sit there and project. Hold on one second. Smile in their face. But God truly showed them why the tables actually turned. Hold on one second. When someone try to dim somebody's light, when it comes to their confidence, at the end of the day, how God restores that smile when it comes to someone's crown. Someone didn't have to pick up their feet, kick it at the end of the day, throw their hands because someone didn't understand self-control. Hold on one second, because God had a better plan. Everybody be talking about God not real, but the real ones walk at the end of the day, they know how God was truly keeping the real. When God's protecting your mental, hold on one second, they would never understand. It was never for likes and views and clout chasing or fame. How certain chicks and dudes would try to discourage you with their own pain. How they got to dibble and dabble with spoken magic, trying to energy harvest off your energy. And as soon as you call it back at the end of the day, you a bad bitch. At the end of the day, you need to shut the F up. Hold on one second. How this type of stuff actually happens. Always be yourself and no intentions. I'm going to continue to show for me at the end of the day, regardless who's plotting against me. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater and I'm far from a copycat. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Being authentic is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. Entertainment purposes only. No, ever tracked on me, God darn it. My cousin about us. Oh, okay. Regardless to who's in the background trying to dim your light, regardless to what you got going on in your life at the end of the day, never give up choosing you regardless to what zip code, county, or country you're in. And I say that respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real. These individuals will hack your devices, your accounts, your emails, and they paint you to be mentally unstable and crazy at the end of the day. My content is not for everybody, and I would never hurt myself. Today is currently December 28th, 2005, and it's currently 10:29 p.m. I never signed up for someone's one-sided contract to gang stalk me at the end of the day, or try to project fear in me, or to try to blackmail me against me at the end of the day. I don't run from the truth, and I don't gotta run from he say, she say, regardless who's lying on me, or regardless who has me shout up at the end of the day. I would never hurt myself, and I'm far from a hater. Hold on one second. Check you out. Hold on 1 second. They wanted you to be in a mindset of being dead. Hold on 1 second. Not having a conscience. They wanted you to be in a mindset not catching your blessings when it comes to your miracle. They wanted you to be in a mindset to control the narrative. Dim your light, never sign the contract. I love myself with no in between. They try to diss me all because I chose me. I love myself. I'm my biggest cheerleader. Yes, I'm comfortable in my own skin. At the end of the day, even when you try to project a case on me, even when you try to do me dirty, you try to cover up at the end of the day. I was somebody I truly wasn't. Or because, hold on 1 second, you wanted to control the nearest at the end of the day. Only about to hold on 1 second. We wasn't on the same page. It'd be a train of thought for me. How you don't have to know somebody for someone trying to ruin your reputation. Individuals know individuals that work in different departments when it comes to gang stalking. And all they have to do is take this one split of a second. But I would never hurt myself, and I say it respectfully. I am my biggest cheerleader. Entertainment purpose only. No ever trade on me. You've been with the money, you've been into whatever the case may be. No ever trade of thought for me. You know that one dumbass family member that's always doing something? No, for real. Besides being one person in a relationship, it's the trade of thought for me. No, for real. Because don't get me involved with your bullshit, you big dummy. That's the trade of thought. You're going to be looking dumb in space by yourself because I didn't sign up for this one-sided conversation not today. No, for real. This fool decided to say, hey, I need your favor. No other trade of thought for me. You know, when you accidentally bump into somebody or whatever the case may be, and only went to home and say you wasn't trying to hurt nobody, that's the trade of thought for me. First of all, you big dummy, why did you lie? No other trade of thought for me. This fool's out on a date with somebody new. Who are you? That's the trade of thought for me. And this big dummy talking about, can you sit with this person for a minute while I go exchange words with this phone call? That's the trade of thought for me. This fool's supposed to be out of town minding their business at the end of the day, and somebody wants to participate and be on a date too. That's the train of thought for me. How you in a whole relationship on a date with somebody, but your whole relationship is on the phone? Make it make sense. Hold on 1 second. Are you supposed to be somewhere else and you're not? Hello? It's not making sense, you big dummy. So this dumbass decided to say, you know what? I think we need to wrap it up. I guess the dummy instance, the intuition started to kick in. I don't think this is a good idea. No, it's the train thought. You should have thought about this before you left out the house, you big dummy. No, for real. Especially telling someone that you're out of town when you're not out of town. Because hold on 1 second. They just bumped into you and you're not smiling. No, it's the train thought. What the hell is wrong with people? No, for real. So this fool decides to walk in with a family. They have a little function, dinner night, or whatever the case may be. And this fool is so speechless. This fool got the phone to the ear at the dinner table across from somebody else. And I'm about to leave because I ain't about to stare. It's the trade told me, I ain't got time for this. No, if the trade told me I ain't bring my butter when I come to my pocket today. It's the trade told me because this is getting juicy. This fool decided to say, help. Oh, blink if you're scared. This fool started blinking real bad. Because now I thought you changed your life around when it comes to the cheating game or whatever the case may be, because that's what you've been doing. And only rather, hold on 1 second. Not only did you embarrass the love of your life, that what you've been pretending to be, as a trade though for me, but they families with them too, you big dummy. Oh, you gonna get talked about for the year, the rest of the year. Remember when we went there? Yeah, How this type of stuff actually happens. How folks be like, I'm coming into your life to make you right at the end of the day, to be on the same page. Got you focused. Only was hold on 1 second, someone wasn't on the same page. Because someone was projecting lust, playing mind manipulation games when it came to LOVE. But what happened to the pain? How do I heal? I ain't trying to remain the same. That last situation, I ain't lose me again. That last situation, I ain't losing me again. Nah, I ain't losing me again. The energy is different. When someone had a hand problem, disrespecting you at the end of the day, picking and choosing when they wanted to choose you, having one foot in one door, one foot in the other door, only by the hold on 1 second, your reflection not trying to mislead you wrong. Because maturity is different. When you open a certain door they can relate to. Self-love, hold on 1 second, allows you to feel comfortable. They would never understand that you wasn't being tested at the end of the day. Because God was showing you motivation is different. Now hold on 1 second. I ain't your test dummy, fool. No, it's a trade, don't be. No, for real, because people play a little bit too much, But she went from toxic love to pointless conversation. Only rest the hold on 1 second. Someone was trying to ruin your reputation. It wasn't for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. It damn sure wasn't for a script when someone's trying to project pain. Besides being on the same page, someone walking into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, the energy is different. Fall from a fool who would have knew that someone didn't have to, disrespect you. Because someone genuinely loyal to you, someone loving you properly. Who would have knew that balance is different when someone truly acknowledges you? Show you at the end of the day why you came out your comfort zone. That energy is different when someone wasn't trying to mislead you wrong. When the outside world sending you spoke in a toxic way, trying to kick down divine timing, they would never understand how the love of your life brought you balance. Acknowledge the hold on 1 second. Healthy love was true. Healthy love was being on the same page, someone not overlooking you. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 40 years. At the end of the day, someone to you. So at the end of the day, you wasn't an excuse. Someone praying for not against you. You gained the love of a best friend, a business partner. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. The energy is different when you actually understand your calling. Because when the right person walks into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. I may not pray the same, but who would know at the end of the day? True love allow you to feel why you overlook you. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. But true love is not supposed to hurt, and I say it respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. I chose a blessing, they want to discourage me. I chose a blessing, they want to discourage me. I chose a blessing, they want to discourage me. I chose me. The fact that you chose you, they wanted you to get discouraged. Checking for deadweight at the end of the day, they would never understand that you wasn't part of that vocabulary. Hold on 1 second, because that's what they wanted you to believe. They wanted you to believe at the end of that you wasn't worthy. They wanted you to be in a mindset dealing with depression. Hold on 1 second, an urge that you can't kick at the end of the day to help you. They wanted you to be in a mindset, hold on 1 second, not understanding, being comfortable in your own skin. Like pouring into yourself to actually truly heal the goal within. But hold on 1 second, when the devil tried to discourage you, the enemy tried to antagonize you, God is truly protecting you. You didn't have to worship the devil. Soul was never for sale. Even when folks was gang stalking you right to left to make you paint you out to be mentally ill. Hold on 1 second. That wasn't your character trait. It wasn't part of your future. Then when it come to your vocabulary, hold on 1 second. Even when they didn't understand your reflection, when it come to your time and day. Because everybody's world is different at the end of the day. You didn't have hate in your vein. You knew how to respect your neighbor. Regardless, hold on 1 second. They shoe size. It be the train of thought for me with all they lies. They wasn't acting their body weight when it come to maturing, but you knew at the end of the day how to respect your neighbor, even when they understand, hold on 1 second, how to understand and think for themselves. It be the train of thought for me. Because it's not about the enemy game, the devil's hold on 1 second, worship and pain. They want to make someone feel, hold on 1 second, don't prosper another day. But when God steps in, they would never understand at the end of the day. You was far from your worst enemy at the end of the day. You found balance to understand how I wasn't trying to discourage myself. I had my next door neighbor in different tax brackets showing me at the end of the day I was supposed to be mentally unstable. How they was plotting on my downfall. All because I understood to be faithful. They didn't understand the end that I still was praying for them. All because, hold on 1 second, they went up against me with spell work in a toxic way. And I understood at the end of the day I wasn't trying to cause no hazard. It be a train of thought for me. How they wanted you to exit left when it came to the stage. But you was on God's platform at the end of the day. They would never understand we was on the same page. Because if God is my director, God is not misleading me. I understand at the end of the day because you said my sexual orientation, God is not showing me favor at the end of the day. But I made myself a believer when you overlooked me. I wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame when I surprised me every single day to understand at the end of the day. Come out my comfort zone. That energy is different. It had to take chicks and dudes older than me. I wish my mom had the proper mental health at the end of the day when it come to liability. Only was the hold on 1 second. She should have been getting shit popping when it comes to these weak ass old bitches. And I say that respectfully. Damn, did I say that? Yeah, I said it. Fuck. Because she was supposed to be my protector. But she just disrespected me. Mommy and daddy issues? Nah, not within me. God was willing to love me. Because God allowed me to find me. I ain't talking bad on it at the end of the day. But God don't like ugly. That's what you said to me. God ain't showing you favor, real love at the end of the day, but you couldn't even keep it real. That's the trade off for me. They say be mindful when disrespecting your moms and your pops, but I didn't. It be the train of thought for me. They say when you express yourself, you're disrespectful. But I wasn't trying to hurt myself or nobody else. But then when I express myself another way at the end of the day, well, I got to be disrespectful. It's a train of thought for me. It's folks that be taking they folks out they free will. Dibbling down with spoke, hold on 1 second, to project someone to be mentally ill. It be folks in the background putting they folks in homes at the end of the day because they don't got time for the wait. But at the end of the day, I would have stood there and waited. But hold on 1 second, God said, not today. God said, I got you back. They would never understand that. Hold on 1 second. This is God's holiday. Thankful every single day. They would never understand why you look in the mirror to understand that. Hold on 1 second. It didn't have to be religion to be divided at the end of the day, to respect your neighbor. Because God loves his baby at the end of the day, regardless of your evil. But just stay in your lane with your chaos at the end of the day. Because all that stuff that you send into my child, she will only know at the end of the day, he will only know that he is truly loved to understand his crown and her crown. No, I have to trade thought me when God truly holding them down. You know, individuals are quick to say that you got mommy and daddy issues at the end of the day. Because you express yourself a certain way. Or people ran with a narrative about you because of your past. Or someone had so much to say about you, but they never ever said at the end of the day how much someone truly was respectful. Someone shows up good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. Even days when they was bent out of shape. Even when folks try to project the case. Damn, they had the little two-step at the end of the day under the influence, but they changed. They like to understand and shake. You know, hold on 1 second, they wasn't cringing for that itch when it comes to hold on 1 second, that narcotics. You know, even when folks in the background, God was truly showing you what God was truly holding you down. You know, the ones, the enemy, the devil, at the end of the day, they would never understand that we didn't have to pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor, even when they try to shortchange me in my prayer. How this type of stuff actually happens. How they watch your every move, hold on 1 second, so they control the narrative. I call my energy back, don't dim your light. I call my energy back, don't dim your light. Neighbor, 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 when you fall from a hater. Neighbor, 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 don't dim your light. Never give up on yourself because someone didn't say they love you, regardless if it was a guardian or not. You looked at somebody like a role model, but they disappointed you. But you didn't overlook you. You're not perfect, and you never thought that you was. But you are somebody that's worth it. It's someone that's worth holding a conversation with. It's someone that's worth actually someone seeing your value at the end of the day. And it was not going to be likes or views or clouds or fame at the end of the day when someone actually respects you in the same way. You know, my content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully, it's not. Never allow someone to project on you because you had a household issue with your mother and your father, or someone wasn't present. Never allow someone to discourage your mental health or make you feel like you gotta decline to choosing yourself, or make you feel at the end of the day you gotta be labeled something they can't relate to. Confidence, brave, strong. Moments they can't relate to. It's walking in your shoes. Because your voice does matter to the right people that's truly for you. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. And I say that respectfully. You know, individual will hack your devices, your accounts, your emails, reroute your packages, your mail, even your phone calls, even monitor your phone calls. You think you're on the phone with customer service and the whole entire time, you're on the phone with gang stalkers. That's monitoring your every move from point A to Z. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, they will try to ruin your reputation. They will poison your food, your drink, your narcotics. They will paint you out to be an addict or even a sex worker. They will try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or even project a hate crime towards you. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, I don't live in fear and I would never hurt myself, and I say respectfully. You know, my content is not everybody, and regardless who's trying to blackmail me against me, I love myself, and I am my biggest cheerleader, and I'm far from a hater. I know how to give respect and flowers due when it's due at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when someone overlooks you. Individuals, when it comes to gang stalking, they will act like they know you at the end of the day when they don't. They will act like they had a conversation with you. They even will plot sceneries at the end of the day that act like they actually know you at the end of the day, or you're this person when you're not at the end of the day, so they can control the narrative to ruin your reputation or your life. And when you're a truth teller at the end of the day, and when you don't run from your past, and you don't run from the he say, she say, regardless they lying at the end of the day, and when someone threatens your life at the end of the day, never give up on yourself. When someone says that nobody's ever going to believe you because they're willing to paint you out to be incoherent, aggressive person, a disrespectful person, a person at the end of the day that doesn't have no morals, a person at the end of the day that is mentally unstable, slow, stupid, and retarded at the end of the day. And they said that nobody's going to ever believe you because they're willing to have individuals step up and say at the end of the day, somebody you're truly not, or because they want to control the narrative. And you never settle for someone's one-sided contract at the end of the day. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Loving yourself is not a crime. And I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to be authentic. It's not. I'm far from a copycat. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone regardless to what man, woman, child, or elderly, or couple is trying to take credit for my creativity, or who's trying to black me against me, or who's trying to make money off me, or who's gang stalking at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully, I would never hurt myself. No mother or father or guardian should lose a child due to someone's lack of insecurity or jealousy or envy mindset at the end of the day, because they don't want someone to prosper in life, or they don't want someone to call their energy back and move on at the end of the day. Someone wants to plot a hate crime towards somebody, rob them mentally, spiritually, financially, keep tabs on somebody when someone already closed a chapter in their life. When it comes to you, y'all was on the same page, but evidently you said that you was at peace with yourself, but you never changed. How this type of stuff actually happens. How individuals will want to have an attachment to you so they can energy harvest off your energy or project sport towards you, or have a hate group going towards your mind to your every move, and then paying you to be mentally unstable. How this type of stuff actually happens. And no mother and father should have that phone call or guardian because of the fact that someone wants to take someone's child's life. How this type of stuff actually happens. And it's not the norm. My content is not for everybody, and I say it respectfully. No mother or father should have their child stripped away from them because a mother is being labeled or father is being labeled as an unfit parent when they're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing fame. They're not out here energy harvesting off their child's energy or projecting spoke toward their child, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. How someone wants to paint a mother and father out to be unstable, unfit. They want them to be measurable. They want them to be able to control the narrative at the end of the day that, hold on one second, the world's not going to believe you. But what's being done behind closed doors at the end of the day, nobody will ever understand your pain. And no mother and father should have to deal with that. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, or rainy day. When they're a provider, a protector, a prayer warrior, regardless they came from poverty and pain. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Gang stalking is real. Individuals will plot to get you locked up, put you in a cyber because they want to control the narrative. It's disgusting to see how someone wants to take your creativity and make it their own, and you're the blueprint of something, or you just authentic, or because someone doesn't want you to prosper, someone don't want you to take their spot at the end of the day. They know certain folks that work in certain departments. They know certain folks that's part of certain groups or whatever the case may be, just to try to ruin your reputation, just to try to ruin you as an individual. And then they would try to paint you at the be that you're bugging when they hack your devices. And they control the certain things, that the certain features on your devices. How this type of stuff actually happens. Just because you never experienced gang stalking doesn't mean someone is not experiencing. I say that respectfully. And especially when they're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I love to talk about love. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. What's up, butterfly? Wow. You still speechless when it comes to your words. Another chapter, who would have knew at the end of the day someone truly be kicking it with you? You said you was fed up with all the bull crap. At the end of the day, only by the whole one second someone truly actually loves you. It wasn't just about I love you, because actions spoke louder than words, with someone truly keeping it real with you, emotionally available. Who would have knew that the love of your life didn't have to pretend to actually meet you halfway when it comes to showing you real love? Hold on one second, was never competition. It was a surprise every single day when you least expected, because it was a gift when you least expect. At the end of the day, a miracle, a blessing. The love of your life only was the hold on one second, allow you to see a reflection. That energy is different because someone wasn't trying to fumble you. Someone actually participated in a conversation at the end of the day to truly love you. They wasn't trying to mislead you when it come to dimming your light, where someone actually knew how to fix your crown and maintain your smile. Hold on one second. That energy is different when it come to confidence, because they wasn't trying to project insecurity on you, because they didn't have one foot in one door, one foot in the other door when it came to loving you. When the outside world dibbling down with spoken magic or whatever the case may be doing at the end of the day, or doing quarter ties, attachments, or whatever the case may be, so they won't see that, hold on one second, that true love is real when it come to you. They didn't want you to be happy. They didn't want you to be on the time at the end of the day that two words can truly come together. Hold on one second, not pointless conversations. Finally, someone's on the same page with you, praying for you. Y'all may not be truly in tune with each other when it comes to healing, trauma, and pain at the end of the day, because the spiritual world, everybody's not woke. I don't say that respectfully, but who at the end of the day, you was willing to grow to understand, hold on 1 second, you could be on the same page because you're willing to learn something new every single day, especially someone that you love at the end of the day. That energy is different. Wow. Someone sees you, hears you, respects you. Someone didn't have to manipulate God. It wasn't for likes and views and cloud chasing or fame, but on the script at the end of the day. Because you don't have to energy harvest off someone's energy. Hold on 1 second. When you didn't have to pretend, because hold on 1 second. You ain't have to dibble and dabble with sport to get someone's time and day. It wasn't lust. Hold on 1 second. When it came to toxic love, it was far from a joke at the end of the day. True love wasn't competition. True love wasn't having a hand problem. True love wasn't disrespecting you. True love allows you to feel. Finally, a prayer come true when you least expect it. When God wasn't misleading you. My content is not for everyone, and I say it respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I am my biggest cheerleader, and I would never hurt myself regardless to who's blackmailing me against me. And I say that respectfully. Regardless to who you are, and I say respectfully, to the genuine ones with no misintentions. Never allow someone to stop you from having a beautiful heart within. Regardless if they judge you before getting to know you, or regardless if they have to take he say, she say to think they know you at the end of the day because they mind see every move because they gang stalk you, or they astral travel to you to invade your space, or their mind is in spirit, or whatever the case may be, or they that flower bug on the wall. Hit the train over, man. They still don't know what they got going on. When it comes to you, never allow someone to stop you from choosing yourself. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. To the genuine ones, I say this respectfully. Never give up on yourself, never overlook yourself, and never allow someone to dim your light or project insecurities on you because they don't want you to prosper in life. They don't want you to believe in hope. They don't want you to believe in faith. They don't want you to believe in confidence. They don't want you to believe in self-love. You had so many chapters in your life where you almost gave up on yourself. Till this day, you're trying to figure out why you still standing before yourself. Regardless of what's draining you, regardless of who's trying to energy harvest off your energy, project sport towards you, or trying to do whatever they're doing behind closed doors, or whatever the case may be, you still standing for yourself today. And you mad and you're worthy. And never give up on yourself because you are loved and respected by all the right people that is truly for you. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. I had chasing dudes that had more than me. Regardless, they had low at the end of the day. It was never no in between because I was far from a hater when they looked at me like competition, or because I understood the weather to hold on 1 second. I understood that I know how to maintain a weather when it comes to hold on 1 second motivation, when it comes to growth. I didn't have to hesitate when it came to choosing myself. I understood motivation is different at the end of the day. When I was my biggest cheerleader, I didn't need you to cheer me on at the end of the day because you truly wasn't funny. No, I have to train on me. Oh, be yourself and no message. Be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. Can nobody be you but you. And never allow someone to make you feel like you're not worthy because they gang stalking you and try to project fear in you. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless who's plotting against me. And I say that respectfully. I am far from a hater. I have men, women, children, elderly people threatening my life. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. It's a sin of thought for me. That's what happens when you part of the gang stalking list. It's the trait of me. Nobody signed up for that shit. It's the trait of me. You know what I never understood them today? When these motherfuckers gang stalk you, clone your phone, or do this weird shit. Now you ain't got no goddamn storage because of them. Now when they want to go disappear, now your phone back in rotation, working perfectly fine. Leave me the fuck alone. I gotta go. How this type of stuff actually happens. They want you to make yourself feel like your eyes ain't working, but hold on 1 second, you was only keeping it real with your reflection. Fall from a diet at the end of the day because you was basically in shape when it come to your malfunction. Your mindset, I don't mean no disrespect, but hold on 1 second. When you a female and a male at the end of the day, you got into your masculine side. They would never understand your strength is different. You still got your feminine side within you, but I don't mean no disrespect at the end of the day. If you actually understand where I'm coming from, it's called respect at the end of the day. Because certain days of the week, you'll be acting like yourself sometimes, and I don't want to be calling you out, acting like you're acting like a bitch. It's straight over me. I gotta go. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And my content is not for everybody. When it comes to true love at the end of the day, the individual that's truly for you, they would show up. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Because the one that's truly for you at the end of the day, all that outside bullshit would never stop somebody from loving you, would never stop somebody from actually expressing how they feel to you at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. True love is not complicated. And when individuals think they throwing spell work at you or trying to stop a love connection, it's always somebody else that's going to love you too. It be the train of thought for me. If that ain't gonna work out because you want to stop it, that's the train thought. It's somebody else that's gonna love somebody with good intentions, stupid. And especially when someone got good character traits, they fall from fake at the end of the day. Something that you couldn't relate to is staying in your lane. You the one that got to play with spoken a toxic way. You the one that got to dibble and dabble trying to figure out how you get someone's energy, the energy harvest. Talking about yourself, you're a real one. Now you really need to take a diet and figure out your mental health. You talking about I'm slow, stupid, and retarded, or because I spoke up for myself. At the end of the day, I never need no straight body jacket on bars. And I stated respectfully, hold on a second, I understood God. I put everything in my heavenly mother, Father God's hands. Regards to who's plotting on my downfall. And I say respectfully, because people will plot on your crash out moment before it actually happened, when that's something that's not even in your vocabulary. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless to who's plotting on my downfall, who's trying to make me homeless, rob me, spiritually, financially, whatever the case may be. I put everything in my heavenly mother, Father God's hands, and I'm far from fake. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always have since day one. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I go live on YouTube every night at 10:15 p.m. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's gang stalking me. And I say that respectfully. I called my energy back. You said I was a weak bitch, but hold on 1 second. How did joke on you at the end of the day? Dealing with your own karma. Hold on 1 second. Checkmate. When you said I was dead weight, I wasn't worthy. But I understood participate in self-love, something you can relate to. Hold on 1 second. Competing. Hold on 1 second. Stay in your lane, neighbor. Nah, for real. You're such a hater, neighbor. I called my energy back. I ain't mad. I am worthy. Yeah, I'm going. I gotta go. Always be yourself, and I said it respectfully. Regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, and it's individuals that work in certain departments, or regardless who's leaving you bad views or whatever the case may be, never get discouraged, and especially when you never have those intentions towards individuals at the end of the day, never give up on yourself. Regardless if someone got more than you or not, never give up on yourself. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's plotting against me, and I say that respectfully. It's disgusting to see how you could be one person and it has to take over 10, 20 people to go up against one person and be this train of thought for me how this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. And then as soon as the innocent person speaks up for themselves, they being labeled crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded at the end of the day. All because someone wants to control the narrative. Here's the train of thought for me. Never allow someone to distract you. Love yourself. Hold on 1 second. I call my energy back. Far from fake, far from weak. Hold on 1 second. Was never competition. I understood God's position. Hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to dim my light. Yeah, I'm mad. I ain't worthy. It's a train of thought for me. Love yourself. Gang stalking is real. You don't have to know individuals as your neighbors at the end of the day, regardless of what tax bracket, country, continent, they're in at the end of the day. From the gang stalk you or have individuals monitor your every move from the time that you walk out your household, from the time that you go from point A to Z. It's currently 10:58 p.m. and gang stalking is real. You can have couples gang stalking you, men, women, children, even elderly people at the end of the day. And especially things you never signed up for. They monitor your phone calls. They reroute your phone calls, your packages, your mail at the end of the day. They would throw it in the trash. They would even reroute at the end of the day. They would even act like they know you when they don't at the end of the day. And especially never signed up for someone's one-sided ass contract. They be trying to throw for you when they try to play the case on you to get you like to put you in the cycle, how type of stuff actually happens. They would project spell work towards people that's trying to come towards you. They would try to put you on the spell work at the end of the day. My content is not for everybody. I call my energy back. I'm not trying to dim my light. I call my energy back. Not trying to dim my light. Hold on 1 second. Look in the mirror, neighbor. Love yourself. Don't dim your light. Yeah, you're pretty. You are handsome. Don't dim your light. Yeah, you're beautiful. Don't dim your light when it comes to God shining. The light on you. We all don't pray the same, but hold on 1 second. Fall from a hater. Then have to participate in the hate train. When God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. They had their body weight, not their shoe size. They didn't got to dibble and dab with magic at the end of the day or spell work to dim your light. Hold on 1 second when they truly ruling on for you. They trying to remind you of your past. Hold on 1 second to put you out to be mentally unstable, slow, stupid, and retarded when you got potential. They said the grass is green on the other side. Hold on 1 second. That was God's leading us at the end of the day. That folks is actually for us, but no malicious intentions. I gotta go. No, for real, I gotta go. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hate that stop the violence in the community. Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hate that stop the violence in the community. I go live every night at 10:15 on YouTube. I would never stop choosing myself regardless to what man, woman, child, or couple or elderly is gang stalking me. And I say that respectfully. I don't care if nobody believes me. God sees me. I'm far from a hater. And I'm Nia, you know, respect. And I would never hurt myself, and I say it respectfully. Peace and respect, some respect, son, name, stop the violence. I get my creativity from Heavenly Father God. My soul was never for sale, and we all don't pray the same. I worship the good God with all his intentions. When God sends the right into your life, they act their body weight, their shoe size. It was never competition. I'll do you better than you. Respect's a two-way street. I see you, I hear you, respect you with enormous intentions. That ain't just different. No, for real, because you know when somebody not for you, you keep it pushing. You got time for that weird shit, dibbling down magic and spellwork. What the fuck? No, nobody got time for that dumb shit. Nobody got time to be no hater. Oh no, I gotta go. I'm Nia, Genio Love Respect. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. I'm Nia, Genio Love Respect, and I would never hurt myself regardless of what man, woman, child, elderly, or couple is gang stalking me. And I say that respectfully, regardless of trying to blackmail me against me. And I say that respectfully. I gotta go. God was down for sale. Gotta go.